You must learn to love your brothers and sisters. That your days may be longer. Hey, that your days may be longer. Longer and this land.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Zaine. Thank you all for joining me at this time. So I want to talk to you all. I'm going to be pulling the cards. We're going to pick up on some energy today. But first, I want to talk to you all about the last couple of days for me were a little heavy in terms of the energy. Okay. I found myself feeling kind of down at some low points, and I was like, hold up, this is not going to work. Okay. And so I said, I have to alchemize and transmute this energy. So let me find an outlet. I had to do something a little bit different though. So I ended up going to the workout room in the building that I'm staying in. Took all 6 of my children with me and got a really good workout in. Now, prior to having my children, my oldest son, he's 10 years old. Prior to having them, y'all, the gym was my pastime. Like, that's all I knew. I would be at the gym twice a day because I didn't have any children. It was just me and my little apartment with a couple of cats here and there, and that's just what it was. So I stayed at the gym. So I went to the gym. This was yesterday, and I'm telling y'all, I felt so good. I spent an hour working out. For somebody who hasn't worked out in years, pretty much, especially consistently, that's pretty damn good. So I was on the stair stepper. And so what I did was I said, okay, I'm not just going to make this a workout. I'm going to make this a work through, a breakthrough, not just physically, but spiritually. So I said, for every calorie that I burn, it represents me burning out energy, emotions, and just weight, blockages that does not serve my highest good in spirit and in flesh. And that's why I was able to push through for a whole hour, and it felt so good. Okay. I was able to burn about 500 calories. Okay. So I really got it in. And I ended up, I'm so amped up and I feel so good and energized. Like literally, y'all, I've been laughing all day, singing, dancing. I mean, I feel so good that I got close to doing the good knees challenge. Okay. That's how you know how serious it is when it comes to the level of, just the vibrations. I'm vibing high right now. I'm sure you all can tell. And of course, this full moon is my full moon because I'm an Aries. So maybe it's something with that energy. But initially though, before doing this, I was, feeling kind of down, and I'm like, okay, this is not going to work. The sleep was jacked up. It's finally starting to balance out a little bit now. And so I knew at that time that there was a strong opposition towards the chosen. You feel that resistance in the spiritual realm that's saying, no, I don't want to see you win. I need to bring you down to a low vibration so that my magic can work on you. Okay. Because spell work doesn't work on a high vibrational person. Now, if you're going through grieving, if you're going through self-loathing, insecurities, anger, all of these different things, then yes, when a person does, or fear, especially fear, those types of things can definitely work against you. But of course, we got the Most High, we got our spiritual team backing us, surrounding us on, the 4 corners, north, south, east, and west, 24/7, never sleeping, and always seeing all things in spirit and in flesh. And so we're protected. But sometimes that energy can penetrate through a little bit if there's still some things that you need to clear out. So I strongly suggest for those of you who want to get back to working out, or if you already are the type of person that likes to work out, when you burn them calories, make sure that you set your intentions before you start your workout and say, with each step I take, I move towards my destiny in spirit and in flesh. Or with each calorie that I burn out all energy, thoughts, and emotions, and that does not serve my highest good in spirit and in flesh. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Okay. So that was my first time doing that yesterday, and I'm glad that I did. So I definitely want to come on because, see, the thing is, the fact that you all are winning right now means that somebody has to be on the losing end of this. And so folks are not happy about that, because at this point, they really was trying to come harder. Like, your enemies was trying to come harder in this particular season. Like these last few days, they've been trying to come with every witch's brew that they could think of. Okay. They was over there brewing it up, stirring it up. And their biggest fear at this point is seeing you in that high vibrational energy, feeling good, laughing, dancing, and winning. You know why they're afraid of that though? They fear it because the moment you start winning is the moment that they start losing. And largely because the scales have to balance out. You see what I'm saying? So they was taking from you. They was draining you of your happiness, your peace of mind, trying to, doing whatever they could to block your blessings, to block your love life, your finances, your forward movement, to wreak havoc in your homes, to put things over your health and your mental state, your sleep patterns, all types of stuff these old silly, low vibrational beings have been doing against the chosen. But because you all are winning, automatically means that they are losing. Why? Because when you do dark magic, when you do spell work, okay, and you try to energetically manipulate another person through a space of wickedness, if it doesn't touch that person, it has to go somewhere because nothing goes out void. And so automatically your enemy knows that if you're not over there, hold up, how is she? If she's over there laughing, if she's over there jovial and feeling good and dancing and winning, then hold on, where's my magic going to go? What's going to happen with the lower level entities that I conjured up against him or her? What's going to happen with that? They automatically know what's going to happen. They know that everything that they were sending out towards you is automatically getting ready to happen to them. And see, the thing is, I tell you all the time, I don't sit over here, getting off on seeing somebody else in agony. But at the end of the day, very vital lessons have to be learned. And the only way that you can learn is when the scales balance out. So if the balance of the scales looks like me winning and you losing, then that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? Because see, we could all win in this thing. We could all win if people would just stop being so much of a hater from behind the scenes. So concerned that somebody else is going to have everything that they desire, when in fact, if you put all of that focus and used all of that magic and all of that spell work to focus in on yourself, you just might be winning over there too. But see, the difference is between the chosen and these people is that we have a divine connection to the Most High. We have a divine connection to our spiritual team. This goes beyond some energetic manipulation. This goes beyond a witch's brew and some spell work. You see what I'm saying? We have the natural gifts of alchemizing energy and working with energy, just like me getting on a treadmill or whatever you call it, the stair stepper, me getting on that and saying, okay, for every calorie that I burn out all energy that does not serve my highest good. That's called alchemizing and transmuting energy. And I can do that because I've been given the authority to do that, because I use it from a space of integrity, not against others, but in order to enhance my own personal growth and to pick up my own personal energy. You see what I'm saying? And so this is the thing. People are terrified. So let's get into the cards and see what's going on with the energy for you all. Okay, because look at this, bottom of the deck. This is the energy. This is the 9 of Cups. Okay, that's a very excited energy. That is wish fulfillment. That is jumping for joy towards all of those beautiful things that you have prayed for. That is inner happiness, inner peace. Look at all of this gold. And I mean, look, that treasure box down there is busted wide open. Okay, it is busted wide open, that treasure box. So you have access to all of those things that was closed off before. Where you couldn't find the key before, where this box was locked off, your inheritance was blocked off from you and you couldn't access it. Now it's wide open and it's at your disposal, okay? And so again, you all know treasures consist of more than just material things. It's your peace of mind. It's your happiness. It's your energy. It's your love life. It's that spark, that passion that you have for life. It's your creativity. It's your imagination. I mean, the list goes on and on. And so, yes, this is this energy of we are moving into a much lighter energy, okay? And it's, folks are mad, but they just gonna have to get over it. Just like my last message that came through, your enemies are mad, the karmics are mad. Well, it's not just those karmics that, are in those relationships with our divine partners, or who are trying to hold on to our divine partners, or maybe even trying to hold on to you. It's not just them. It's family members. It's false friends. It is co-workers who was haters behind the scenes. Because y'all, I had a dream the other night. I was completely shown a co-worker of mine who was against me. This was my very first nursing job. She hired me. And man, it was shown to me that this woman been working behind the scenes against me, and I had no idea. I had no idea. I already felt that there was some jealousy though, but I had no idea until it was shown to me in my dreams. And so she's another person that my spiritual team and the Most High is taking care of. At the end of the day, they can do it from behind the scenes. They can do it up underneath a rock. They can do it up underneath your bed if they want to. They are being watched 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's nothing that goes unnoticed. And as long as you are doing what's necessary to stay in the right energy, as long as you are operating from a space of love and integrity and compassion and stepping into your calling and doing what's necessary to have that divine connection, you're safe, you're protected. But this is now their turn. The wheel has spun. The wheat is now being separated from the tare. And see, this is bigger than just us. See, people are pissed. King of Swords in the reverse. People are pissed, okay? But the wheel has spun, okay? The karmic cycle has spun. And see, we are now in the autumn season. So this is harvest season, okay? All of those seeds that y'all have been planting, it was not in vain. Now you get to reap the benefits, just like you saw that treasure case is now open. Now you reap the benefits of the seeds that you've been sowing. And what are these seeds? These seeds are the beautiful messages that you've given to others, the words of encouragement that you've given to others, the prayers that you have spoken for others, the generational curses that you have broken on behalf of yourself, your ancestors, and your offspring, the the love that you exude, the work that you've been doing to heal yourself. Those were all seeds that you was planting. And these seeds reap a very great harvest it don't just give in one season. This is a gift that keeps on giving. That's why the cup overfloweth now, because now you already have created that treasure from within. That harvest and those seeds that you planted was first growing from within. And so now it's that overflow. It's coming from within you. You see what I'm saying? And so people wasn't ready for that. They did not want to see it happen, okay? Look at this. The tower has come down. The tower, because some of y'all say I'm not talking loud enough. The tower has come down over the heads of your enemies. You see that? Okay? Divine intervention has happened over the heads of your enemies. And see, they are terrified. And like I said, they're pissed. King of Swords in the reverse. Because see, they spent too much time telling lies, manipulating, working against you, slandering your name, doing all of these crazy things, dark magic and spell work to try to keep you chained and bound in your circumstances. And I would love for you all, those of you who are joined on my channel, make sure that you like and subscribe. But I also would like for you all to comment below, especially for those of you who feel the energy shift, who have had the breakthrough, because there's some people that are still in a certain part of their season where they are still trying to come out of certain things, and they may not see the way ahead. They can feel that there's going to be a shift, but they haven't been able to see it necessarily in their physical environment. Maybe internally, which is great. It's highly valuable to feel that shift internally, because you want to start there first. That's a strong indicator that that external manifestation of your blessings is not too far away. But for those of you who have received, who are starting to see the blessings come in your external environment, leave a comment below. And even for those of you who are receiving that blessing from within, leave a comment below, because this is motivating and encouraging for others who are also on the path, okay? But this is what's happening, y'all. The tower has come down. So what is this tower? Let's see what this tower means, okay? Because these people got it twisted. They got it twisted to think that they can try to manipulate our energy from behind the scenes, and that they get nothing happens to them. And this is where they mess up, y'all. They don't believe in the Most High God. They do not believe in the Most High God. And so because they don't believe in the Most High, it's easier for them to try to work up against the chosen seed, because they feel that there is no repercussion for their actions. But see, I feel like it worked in the past only because you had not yet done the work to heal. There was still some things that you needed to release and overcome. And so their karma had not hit them yet, because you still needed to do the work. And so it's almost like the Most High and your spiritual team allowed for certain things to take place because it was all to wake you up, to shake you up out of sleep. And anytime you shaking somebody up out of sleep, especially when they're in a deep sleep, it's not a pleasant, you don't wake up, just naturally, gracefully. It's one of those things when you get shook up out of your sleep and you're like, what the hell is going on? That's what was happening when their manipulation tactics was working against you. It was all for the greater good. But see, they didn't know that. They thought, oh, okay, well, if I'm able to get away with it, so apparently they're not so chosen after all, because this magic is working against them. They're losing their job. They're losing their finances. They're losing their marriages. They're, losing their homes and all of these different things. But they didn't know that this was all working out in your favor. We're in the age of Aquarius, so times have shifted now. And so this is where the scales get balanced here in the age of Aquarius. So what is this Tower? I love that a lot of my enemies watch my channel. Shout out to y'all, okay? Because I want you all to see. I want you all to be front row and center when you watch the glow up of myself and other chosen seed. And, it'll just be a great reminder for you while you're going through your karma that you shouldn't mess with children of the Most High God, okay? People are minding their business, doing the work to heal themselves, and this is what these folks is out here doing. This is what this says, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Tower is, they're losing, okay? They're losing emotionally. Some of these people are ex-lovers, okay, or people who might have been trying to come back in, offering these false apologies or this false emotional sentiment or whatever the case may be, but they're losing now, because the Tower has come down over their heads. They thought that they could try to bribe you, but see, this was in a reverse, so it lets you know there was nothing genuine about their actions in the first place. So now you see it very clearly. All right, so the Tower is, that stuff no longer works, okay? Queen of Pentacles, many of them are going to take losses financially, where some of them may have been sitting on their, their high horse thinking, okay, well, I got it like that. I got the Pentacle, look at me. Now they're getting ready to take many financial losses. Why? Because they were sending out energy towards you in hopes that you would not be able to have your come up. You would not be able to have your breakthrough. That was their agenda, okay? The Tower, yeah, the Tower is over these people. It was multiple people. It wasn't just one person that was working up against you. Some of these are so-called friends, like I said, so-called co-workers that was working behind your back, but you couldn't see them clearly because they had their backs to you. They didn't want you to recognize them. A lot of people was working against the chosen, and they was doing it behind the scenes, okay? And so a breakdown, look at this, the devil is coming out in the reverse. The Tower is, the devil is in the reverse, which means that dark energy that was hovering over you, that they were sending towards you through this dark energy of the devil, because that's what that says down there, manipulating your mind. You see that string on his hand, manipulating your mind, having you in mental conflict, having you overthinking, stressed out, losing sleep, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. All of that energy is in the reverse, which means what? The boomerang effect, okay? The pendulum is now swinging back to their asses. But see, the difference is the impact of what they was trying to send to you is going to be, I don't even know if I could put a number on it, but if I had to, I would say 1,000 times harder is going to hit these people. That's why the devil is in a reverse, because it's saying that dark energy is now being reversed back. And there's nothing they can do about it. These people was hoping to sacrifice you and to take you down to the last part of your existence. They didn't want you to have anything. But now they have to deal with that. And see, the question is, are they strong enough to go through what they expected you to go through? Do they have the strength to go through that? Do they have the strength to grow through that? That's the question. Can you grow through it? Because you getting ready to receive your inheritance. Everything that was taken from you, you getting ready to receive it right back. Because like I said, you've been planting those seeds. Look at this with the Ace of Cups from a space of love. Your heart chakra is healed. You was doing the work of forgiving people from your past. Even these same people that was working up against you, you were still putting out the energy of love and saying, okay, I'm operating from a space of forgiveness. I forgive you, not for you, but for myself. I forgive you because I recognize that if my heart chakra is blocked, I can't operate in my purpose. I can't, my gifts will not be strong. I will not be able to attract to me love and abundance and all of these things, because you recognize that the heart chakra frequency is the magnetic frequency, which allows you to attract things to you. And so you forgave, but it wasn't because you didn't want to see them get their justice. It was because you recognized that forgiving would allow you to receive your justice. And as a result of that, automatically they receive theirs. But see, it's on the negative end of the scale. But again, can they grow through these lessons that's getting ready to hit them? Can they grow through them is the question. Maybe not in this lifetime. It depends on how much effort they was putting in to bring you down. Okay? They may have to go through this for cycles. But this is your blessing right here. Your hands are now free. You released. The chosen have been doing a lot of work to release. And the more that you release, the more your hands are open to receive. And so that's exactly what I was doing yesterday. I said, you know what? Whatever it is that's within me, because, apparently it was still something lingering within me that needed to be released. And I wasn't overly focused on pinpointing what it was. I was more so concerned about whatever it is. I'm going to set the intention that it gets burned out and tore down. With every calorie that I burn, it gets burnt out of my energy, spirit and in flesh. And I woke up today feeling brand new. Like I said, I was thinking about doing the good knees challenge, but it ain't going to happen. Okay. So you got the 6 of Pentacles right here. This is you receiving everything that is rightfully yours. Okay. You may even have people coming in just randomly giving to you. And that's just how it is. When you come out of that space of lack mentality, because that's another thing that y'all probably had to clear out in order to receive your financial inheritance. Clearing out that lack mentality, you walking around saying, you know what? My spiritual account reads infinite abundance. There is no such thing as lack over here. Everything that I need is readily available to me when I need it. And so you anticipate that blessings will come to you unexpectedly from places that you could never imagine. You're no longer zoned in or focused in on one particular avenue of revenue where you're like, okay, this is the only direction that I can receive financial security, or that's the only direction, or I can only receive it from this person or that person. No, you're like, it's infinite possibilities out here. And so these infinite possibilities opens up doors so that you can receive. And so you might just find that people just start blessing you and just sowing seeds into you just because the Most High lays it on their heart to do so. You see what I'm saying? And it's a circulation that happens here, because those same people that bless you are the ones that end up getting blessed on the other end of that. And so that energy circulates. That's true currency. Okay. And we'll talk about that in another message when it comes to what true currency is, but it's the circulation of energy. Okay. You plant a seed here for me. I put out the energy of gratitude for you. I project that energy of love as a result of you planting that seed towards me. And so you end up receiving your harvest, and it just continues to circulate all across the 4 corners of the globe. That's how you raise the frequency. That's how you raise the currency. That's true currency. Okay. And so then you have the Chariot coming out here, forward movement. Why? Because the Death card is here. The past has been put to rest. Those people that was working up against you have been put to rest. And I just have to put it out there. Some of these people will end up losing their lives, largely because it depends on how much work they was putting in towards your sacrifice. Some of these people was doing so much work against you that they hoped that if they could take you out, then for them, the scales would not end up having to balance, because they recognize, okay, the dark energy that I conjured up now gets to feed on this person's soul or spirit. Okay. I was able to take them out. And so now I don't have to worry about that boomerang effect is what they was hoping. So many of them was hoping that you would actually lose your life. And so as a result of the wickedness that they was putting in towards you, many of them will end up losing theirs. And it ain't going to just be that. It's not going to be just that easy. Okay. You just lose your life and then you get to come back and wreak havoc again. No, you lose your life and then you come back and deal with all of the karma that you tried to put out there for other people. And so you come back into another lifetime that's going to be a living hell. That's true hell, okay? And so the Chariot, you move forward. You move away from that energy. You have balanced out your masculine and feminine energy, that yin and that yang. You found that inner peace. You are confident. You are glowing. You know who you are, okay? This reminds me of, this guy up here reminds me of Aladdin, just kind of, you know, getting on his carpet and flying off, okay? Taking flight. But you are moving full speed ahead and you're not looking back. This stuff has come to rest, okay? As you can see, this mess that they was doing, and see, they was doing it, they was cloaking themselves. Look at this, y'all. I told you they've been defeated. The Five of Swords is now in the reverse. These people wanted blood, though. Look at this. Look at this person in the background. You see that blood down there? These people wanted blood, and they thought that they had the victory over you. All of those things, look at them blackbirds, all of that negative and dark energy that they were sending your way to try to bring you down, those headaches that you was experiencing, those sleepless nights, that stress that you was going through. These people was celebrating at every loss that you took, every negative or conflict that you had to go through, that conflict and defeated energy that you was going through. They celebrated it. They felt victorious for shedding blood on behalf of your pain. But see, this is in the reverse, which shows you that they have been defeated, and that everything that they tried to do against you, that blood that they tried to shed against you, this is what they're going to have to deal with. Okay? They was cloaking themselves, hiding themselves so that you wouldn't know who they were. Like I said, that the so-called co-worker, shout out to you, because I know your ass is watching my channel. Many of these people are getting ready to receive some heavy karma. And I just want to say to my enemies that watch my channel, I thank y'all so much for the work that y'all have put in helping to strengthen my spiritual muscles and to awaken me and to shake me up out of sleep, because I'm here now, baby. You kept poking at the sleeping lioness, and the lioness has now awakened. So please recognize that I know who I am. Recognize that I know the power that I possess. And so you want to stand down at this point, okay? You ain't got no choice, because the things that you getting ready to go through, the things that listen, y'all, the things that your enemy is getting ready to go through, they're not strong enough to overcome it. They are not strong enough to grow through it like you have. Why? Because it's going to take for lifetimes for them to recognize the importance of healing through the pain, not submerging and allowing themselves to drown in it. But because they're so low vibrational in their energy and they lack love, right now they're not going to know how to get through these things. And so it's going to be real. It's going to be ugly for these people. It's going to be very ugly for these people. But again, the scales have to balance. Look at this, the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's some people that's mad, boy. They are mad. Some of them are air signs. We got the King of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Some of them are air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But if they're not air signs, just know that they are in mental conflict. They are angry as hell, okay? If they could yield this sword and try to cut your head off, they would. But look, the sword is down, so they can't. You can't, okay? Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Some of y'all, like I said, this was a past lover who was sending negative energy towards you because you cut them off. They're getting ready to go through heavy karma because they was working up against you energetically, trying to keep you from receiving your inheritance. They didn't want to let you go. They wanted you to hold on to them.
You must learn to love your brothers and sisters. That your days may be longer. Hey, that your days may be longer.